You're this perp, and welcome back to another random stream. This is random stream number 18. Figured I'd just start the show early. It's been a long day. Don't know how long this specific stream's gonna go. Try to keep it like 2 hour max. We got some dope people joining me on the panel today. Um, got a lot in store, a lot to talk about. DC fandom. That's what we're mostly going to be talking about tonight. Possibly, most likely, we're just going to be talking about the Snyder Cut and the Batman and whatnot. So yeah, man. And for those that are checking out the replay, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, share this out. Follow me on Twitter at perpminded420. What I'm saying, and subscribe to everybody that you see on the panel and whatnot. Should have a pretty dope discussion tonight. It should be fun. I'm like half asleep, but I'm gonna get it done. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for some people to come in here because I know people are gonna they should be getting the notifications. Landon, first one in here, salute. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have a very special guest on tonight. Um, that none of y'all would probably have ever seen on my channel before, but you'll start to see a lot more of him, on this channel. He's an up and coming YouTuber, but very special guest. I'm happy to have him on here. Hopefully he still is able to pop up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for some people to come in. Andrea, salute. Salute, salute. I appreciate y'all popping in, man. We got a dope show tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're just waiting for some people to wait for some the panelists to get in here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get the shit cracking. You know what I'm saying? So no rush. Y'all can get your beverages, y'all snacks, drinks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This should be a very, very interesting discussion. I know there's going to be some people that disagree, some people that are going to agree with each other. Should be interesting, man. I got a lot to say about the Batman trailer. I see a lot of people hating, some people loving it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about it. Definitely going to talk about it. Joshua Pleasant, salute. I appreciate that, Landon, man. That means a lot, bro. That means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? K Dot, yeah, no rush, bro. No rush. No rush. Tony Robinson, the King, salute. I got K Dot, What up, Dot?
Salud. Salud, everybody. Salud.
Yeah, bro, I almost fell asleep. Almost fell asleep again. I
Did you
woke up,
start
I
early?
was like, yeah, I was like, fuck it, because I was like, if I wait any longer, I'm probably gonna fucking fall asleep. So I was like, yeah, I might as well.
I just strained real quick, get something out the way before I hop over to yours. I pre-ordered the Mafia remake, so that's I'm be playing that.
Oh, word. Yeah, I just pre-ordered the Tony Hawk joint. I'm gonna wait to pre-order the Mafia game because doesn't come out till next month on the 25th. Shouts to
For the people
MSK
who pre-ordered, we get to
Super
play
Chat.
it Friday. We get to play it Friday for the people who pre-ordered.
Oh, true.
So I get to play it a month early. So that's why I
Are
pre-ordered
you
it.
streaming it? Or are you just gonna...
I'll record the gameplay. I won't stream it, but I'll record the gameplay walkthroughs and upload them.
True. Then we got a bunch of people up in here. King Poseidon, salute. Philip, salute. Zill Nation, salute. Appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate all the love.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter profile pic is fire, Zill Nation. People be downplaying my man Martian Manhunter. That's why we need that boy up in that Snyder cut. Get that nigga.
He gotta be eating Oreos. He's gotta eat Oreos. He's gotta eat Oreos. He's gotta eat Oreos.
Oreos.
That's his thing. Martian Manhunter. That's his thing. He likes eating Oreos.
Oh, I ain't never knew that. The nigga like eating
Yeah,
sugar. Hey, he's like that sugar nigga from My Hero who needs sugar to
yeah, that shit's crazy.
stay afloat.
So, well, I got you here. So, what have you been watching this past week, or what are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, I just finished Lovecraft season 2, episode 2. Oh no, season
You
1,
mean
episode
season?
2.
Yeah.
Season
How'd
1,
you feel
episode
about
2.
it?
I liked it. I mean,
I like the fact that they they're starting to get into more of like what the
well, I mean, are
world
we gonna
is
spoil
now.
it? Because I can only talk about it if we spoil it.
I mean, we don't have to spoil it. We can just like hint at stuff because I'm pretty sure like you, and probably Terrence are the only ones that watch the show.
Yeah. All right, I can do it without spoiling. I love the fact that the show just throws you into the shit.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the final episode keeps up this. I hope the episode there's going to be some episodes that will get slow, so that's going to be expected. But these first 2 episodes, like if you remember the things we saw in the first episode at the end, and when they showed up in the second episode, I'm like, damn, these niggas
Mhm.
just this shit just normal. These
And,
motherfuckers walk around the plantation like this. God damn,
and I can only assume that Uncle George is your favorite character, like mine, up to this point.
Uncle
I do.
George.
Yeah, the uncle.
I mean, I like Atticus and Journey. I like them.
Yeah,
Uncle George
yeah.
is cool. Uncle George is
Atticus
cool.
is
I like all
At-
3 characters. I like all
yeah.
3 of them.
Atticus is growing on me. I was like, okay, he's definitely like I see why they casted him in this. He definitely. I really think that you know putting my tinfoil hat on. Since J.J. Abrams is kind of coming over to DC and stuff. I really and just based off of what they teased, I even put this in my review that they teased that like how he had that ring. I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like that was like J.J. Abrams saying like, hey. Doesn't he look good with a ring on? Like a Green Lantern? Wouldn't he look good with a Green Lantern ring on and stuff? I think he would make a good John Stewart. That'd be interesting. Um,
Shoot, I
but we'd
still
have to
want
wait.
Tyrese Gibson to be the John Stewart, my nigga. I need that
No,
to happen.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
When
Well,
Tyrese for John Stewart, let's make that shit happen. Uncle George is like
Royal
Pops from
Clown,
Luke Cage.
Royal
Nah,
Clown Prince. I've
he's
never
better.
seen you, Royal Clown Prince. I've never seen you in here, but salute, welcome.
Yeah, he came from my channel. Well, he or she, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably he or she. But well, Uncle George is better than Pops. Pops was corny in Luke Cage. Uncle George isn't corny. These characters aren't like corny black power people. They're black, but they're not corny with it. They just
Mm-hmm.
feel real.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
I
in Luke
love. I
Cage,
love.
everyone in Luke Cage except for Cottonmouth
Mm-hmm.
feel like forced black power propaganda. This show doesn't feel like propaganda.
I,
It just
I was
feels like
waiting
straight up
that
black
whole.
people.
I was waiting that whole second episode for that one white chick to just get fucked up somehow, like, and then
Oh,
Kashi did because he was bang knowing
the sheriff,
with the dog.
yeah, the sheriff with the
Yeah,
dog. Yeah,
yeah. I was
and
like, yo, you hella racist, yo, like you mad blatant with it,
man,
big bro.
hey, man, she didn't
Love
even
your
care if they was
dreams.
she didn't care if they was the guest of the house. She was like, these dirty
I,
Negroes. She was
I
mad.
really, I really, I really like how how the uncle like flexed the power, like he kind of like took advantage of that and whatnot.
Yeah,
And like and Tick was like, yeah, y'all need to get the fuck up out of here and stuff, and everybody like kind of looked at him side eyed like, but they got no choice but to listen to him. But shouts to Andrea Cruz for the $5 super chat, Ildris for GL. I don't this is the thing, like, and then we're gonna probably talk about this when Batman gets brought up, but like I'm tired of like all the casting. We need to get some fresh blood in here, like some new up and coming actors, like people in their 20s and 30s that can play these roles for X amount of years, so we don't have to keep going through reboots and shit.
yes. No, the movie's not going to happen. But I was on Instagram and it got popular. I saw people casting Tom Holland to
Oh,
play
you dropped another one.
Ben 10. They're
Appreciate it.
trying to cast
Appreciate it.
Tom Holland to play a teenage Ben 10. And I was like, bruh, they want to cast Tom for every young ass person role. It's like, no, there's other young ass people that exist.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent that's coming from like television too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I wish they would like kind of like look at and stuff. And I think we should give the younger up and coming generation more of a shot with some of these movies. And that's why I kind of like I'm excited for the Batman because that's like been the best casting since the Dark, like since like the Nolan trilogy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
As
yeah.
far
I
as like,
surprisingly like the
but
trailer. I mean, I really only got one issue with the trailer, but I like it. I
mm,
like the voice. I like the blend of the voice. You know, it's a mix between Bale and it's really a mix between Bale, Keaton. I would say Affleck because his voice was totally automated. It was literally a voice modulator, but his I liked his voice.
mm.
Vengeance. It wasn't bad. It was good.
And there are already people like kind of like talking about leaks that he's gonna get a second suit and whatnot. Like that explosion that you see in the trailer, that's pretty much early as hell in the movie where he
Yeah, that was
gets
that
that.
was the same scene as the funeral. Remember that funeral
Mm.
where the car
Yeah.
came in? That's that same scene. So he's gonna run and grab his. He probably got his suit on standby there, but he's gonna jump
Hmm.
into it in that sequence.
Like yeah, I could see like him try to escort everybody out, and then that's when he goes in as Batman and stuff, and boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What I've been watching though, I've been watching Lovecraft Country as well. I just binged Stargirl, which is really interesting. I was waiting for Terrence. Matter of fact, let me get at Terrence real quick. So no,
And I ain't gonna watch that Starker. I'm skipping.
it's actually really good. It's just like the only thing that disappoints me is that it's going to CW. I was like, fuck, that just doesn't make me
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
watch.
yeah, yeah. I was like, if they're gonna do that, you might as well put it
But
on
now that
HBO
now
Max.
that I watch it, they don't really do anything like it. They could keep it the same way, and I think it'd be fine. They kind of like it has that CW formula, but like the characters are actually really interesting. Like the chick
Yeah,
that plays Courtney is really cool. All the characters are cool, even though like there's some things that like they do dumb comic book shit, but overall, I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I was like, because they talk about the JSA and stuff, and it's really interesting. Like the only issue,
yeah. Well, that show's really based around JSA. Because Stargirl, she's JSA. Did
yeah.
that Doctor Fate and them show up in it?
Salute, salute. Um,
Because
no, but
Jay
they
Garrick's supposed to
had
be in it too.
I forget. I think it was like if I can remember it down the line. I think it was Wildcat,
Wow.
Stargirl,
Is Spectre
Stri-
on the team?
Stripe, Stripes, which is the what's his fucking name? His character. There's the Iron something. I forget his name. That the dude with the he had like a what the fuck was it called? That's why I need Terrence in here or at least PB because they watch this shit. They should be here soon, but it's actually decent. I still think Doom Patrol is the best as far as like what it offers character development wise and whatnot. But Stargirl's definitely interesting. I'd probably definitely check out the season two. It's just it being on the CW is kind of like it kind of turns me off, but based off what they showed in the first season, I think it could still. I don't think much will change. So I don't know. I recommend it if you haven't. Let me get PB in here. What up?
You
What up?
started
Oh wait.
15 minutes early.
Yeah, I know. I know. I just cause I was tired,
Wait a
bro.
minute.
Let me get my special guest in here, Mr. Leo from Geekly Goods. You know what I'm saying? Leo, what's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? How we doing?
Chilling.
What's up,
I
Leo?
know I
Yeah,
know most
PB.
people don't know Leo, but we'll get
Lee,
his whole backstory another time and stuff. But I just figured, he was another person that was covering this, and I've been watching his channel a lot, so I was like, I gotta get him on here so we can talk about this. I'm saying.
Man, I'm mega excited to talk about it, bro. There's a lot coming up. Like, I can't wait for all this.
Right now, I'm just talking with K-Dot about Stargirl. I just caught up with that, and I'm actually kind of interested. It's just like it being on moving to CW kind of like turns me off, but I feel like they don't do as much to where it's gonna be like all cut up and stuff. I don't know. I think it'll be all right.
Is it in the Arrowverse? Like, is it supposed to be in the same universe as Flash and Green Arrow and all that?
No.
Or is it... Oh, I'm gonna try it out then.
No.
Wait,
as it stands right now, it's supposed to be on a different Earth.
All right, that helps me out a little bit, man, because I cannot stand those CW shows like Flash. It got to a moment in the Flash where they were like singing like it was Glee or something. I'm like, dude, this is not an episode of Glee, my man. No way. I ended the entire series after that because he like crossed over with Supergirl in that episode, and I was like, all right, is this gonna be something like kind of cool? Not in the slightest.
Yeah, I was pretty much going around just asking people what they've been watching this past week, and what are you looking forward to this weekend. So I'm pretty sure I know you've been watching Lovecraft. Go ahead.
I recently watched the Beastmaster movies again.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perp, can you?
You can be. Yeah, I can hear you.
I watched the Beastmaster movies again. If you guys ever heard of that movie. Yeah. So I watched the Beastmaster movies again. The first movie is still better than the rest of that franchise. That franchise goes downhill after the first movie. For Beastmaster.
Dang, it has been forever since I set my eyes on Beastmaster, man. I'm gonna have to throw that on the list because I haven't seen it in a while.
What you been watching, Leo?
It's on Amazon Prime, Leo. The first movie is still good.
Oh, that's what's up. That 82 joint, right? Right? It was it came out at 82.
On Amazon Prime right now.
All right, cool. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, this week, bro, I've been watching Raised by Wolves. I got an early screening.
Let me talk about that. How did you like? I don't know. You probably got connections or something like that, or you probably sacrificed your firstborn. So how did you get those first 6 episodes? Because I'm jealous.
Oh, dude, I'll message you all the info after this. Like, I'll message it all to you. I don't know if I'm allowed to actually say it, but yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to get access to. But yeah, I got you, bro. No problem.
But based off of what, like, you've watched it already, right? You said.
So I watched the first 6 episodes, and there's supposed to be 10. So I'm like a little more than halfway through.
Okay, so like just without spoiling it, how do you feel about it? Like as far as a series, like do you think it's going to be something for people like that people are going to catch on to, or it's going to probably go over some people's radars sometimes?
I think this is gonna have a niche audience. Like it's gonna have, if you're really into like epic sci-fi movies, like 2001: A Space Odyssey. The most recent one I can think of is kind of Ad Astra-ish, where like it takes a little while for the story to unravel. The pacing is really slow, but every episode you get this new detail that connects the dots. And I gotta admit, I'm locked in. Like, I want to say the first 2 episodes, I was kind of like, all right, where are we going here? And then once I got to episode 3, I finally started learning why they were doing what they're doing. And it just became better and better from there. I love the score. You can definitely tell this is like something that Ridley Scott would oversee, because you've got all these really cool, like super wide shots, and they pan over the land. And there's this really cool wide shot that we get of a ship like landing onto another planet, but it's just like so far away that it looks like a little star. It's really cool, but I'm really liking it, man. But I can already tell probably not a mainstream audience thing. Like, I don't think it's gonna steal the light from Lovecraft or anything.
For me, it hit all the right beats because I like that weird shit. But got somebody else coming in. We got another special guest, Mr. LB himself.
What's going on, man?
What up, LB?
Bro, I thought you was starting at
What's
11.
up, cousin?
I did start. Well, I did start like earlier.
You started way before 11.
It's all good. I wanted to get ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's up, people?
What up, bro? I had to because we're gonna be mostly talking about DC, so I had to get a Marvel fanboy in here. You know what I'm saying? So
I wouldn't necessarily call it a fanboy. I mean, you know.
you don't like nothing DC.
What you mean, bro? I own the good DC movies. I got the Dark
The
Knight
good
trilogy.
DC movies. What you mean? But you're gonna say Aquaman
man.
was trash, but we're not gonna get into that again. We're not gonna get into that again.
No need.
Well, how you been, LB? Like, what you been watching this past like week, or what you been up to?
All I've been watching is Pretty Little Liars and basketball.
Oh my God, this guy.
Yo, Pretty Little Liars HBO.
Yeah. HBO
Oh
Max.
man, I love that. I love that series.
Yeah.
First season a little bit more than the second, but
I still don't understand why. One of these days you gotta watch anime. LB, if you go watch Pretty Little Liars, you can watch some anime.
No.
Those aren't the same at all.
Hey man. Anyways, but PB, what you been watching this past week, or what you looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, I couldn't tell you exactly. Well, what I'm looking forward to is it not being so fucking hot out. But what I've been watching was old NBC show that's on Netflix now, Merlin. I watched the entire series, but my wife had never seen it before. So I got her turned on to it, and she's been enjoying it a lot, and I've been enjoying rewatching it.
Okay, that's dope. All right, well,
Before that, I watched all of the War for Cybertron, which was fantastic.
I couldn't get into that because I just don't like the
War for Cybertron.
Say it again.
PB.
What's up?
So you finished War for Cybertron?
Yeah, I watched all of it. I thought it was great.
is that the Netflix one? The one that just dropped on Netflix?
I liked it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not into the whole 3D
I liked
animation.
it. My only issue. Fuck. Wait a sec.
I actually just
No, the
started
one
it up
thing that
tonight, like an hour ago.
I mean, I like War
What
for
you think?
Cybertron. It was just the action was lacking, the physical hand-to-hand combat, and Optimus was kind of weak.
Yeah, when I saw Optimus getting trash, I know that's like that's
He
like
was-
before he becomes Prime and stuff. Like, but he was getting trashed by Megatron. Like, I was like, I don't know if I can watch this.
No, I meant
Optimus is not supposed to be handing Megatron his ass in every episode.
I'm just saying, man. That's not my Optimus.
I mean, it's all good, but like,
Okay.
like the first episode, Optimus like literally, ugh. He got beat up fast, too fast.
So, this past weekend was DC Fandom, and they dropped a shit ton of trailers and different information and whatnot. We're not gonna get into the irrelevant shit. We're just gonna talk about the movies and I guess we could start with the video games. Even though I don't know if any of those video games interest anybody. Gotham Knights interest anybody, or the Suicide Squad game? Because I'm looking forward to the Suicide Squad game because I'm looking forward to Rocksteady's new game and stuff for next gen and whatnot. I'm still gonna get Gotham Knights though too, but Suicide Squad looks alright.
They looked alright.
Gotham Knights is a day one.
Yeah. Gotham Knights looked really good. I liked being able to switch between characters, and like I liked that we got a bunch of gameplay. Like we actually got to see like about 10 minutes of it. And man, I just like the individual mechanics, character to character. Like I think I seen Jason Todd turning invisible, and it plays like the Arkham games. So dude, I'm gonna get that like day one as soon as I can.
So so Gotham Knights interests you more than the Suicide Squad game?
Yeah, I didn't get any gameplay from Suicide Squad
Mm,
game, so I can't
well,
really like. The trailer was cool, but
mhm.
Yeah.
It makes sense though because that game is like 2 years out anyway, so I don't. They're probably still working on it, so
All
most
I
likely.
remember from the Suicide Squad one was some weird. I don't even remember the guy name, but it was like they did some weird skit after they showed like some trailer type footage. I was like, okay, yeah, Gotham Knights look cool.
Okay. Word. All right, yeah. And so I'm surprised they should have teased like a third game, probably like an Injustice 3 or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that's coming somewhere sometime down the line. Um, let's talk about these movies, I guess. What was everybody's favorite and least favorite that they shown? Mine's I start off. It'd have to be between Aquaman because they didn't really come with a trailer. We just mostly talk about the first movie and the Snyder cut. That trailer didn't do anything for me personally. But how does everybody else feel? K
Um,
dot.
I mean, you know me. I only had two issues with the Snyder Cut trailer: that ugly design of Euxis and the black
Flute
suit.
man.
But other than that, I like the trailer. I like the trailer. You know, I like the song grew on me in the trailer. I really don't have two issues with that trailer, but it surprised me. It did. Had a lot of things
All
I
right.
liked more than disliked. Oh, and Steppenwolf's staple armor, his staples, that too. That was ugly.
True. What was your least favorite? Well, or your favorite that they showed?
Hmm. Wonder Woman 84. That the Batman was second. Snyder Cut is my third favorite.
Okay. PB.
Man,
Well, the Snyder Cut
Yeah,
is
that
my least
that
favorite,
cheetah
but
was
then again,
fire.
I didn't watch the Flash one because I didn't need to waste my time. But I needed to see the Snyder Cut trailer or whatever the hell you'd like to call it to see how different it is because, according to Zach, it's supposed to be its own thing. And I was like, oh, 90% of this stuff I've seen already before. So how is it its own thing? You're full of shit.
What was
Yeah.
your the favorite your favorite thing that they showed off out of all the different trailers and stuff?
Who my favorite individual thing that they showed off because I would say just by a hair my favorite trailer was Wonder Woman, but my favorite individual thing was when Robert Pattinson said I am vengeance. Like, yep, you're Batman.
Where LB, how about you?
I mean, I guess by default I'll say the Batman trailer. I mean, it was cool, like yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. I just don't go crazy over trailers, man. Like everybody on the internet do. Every single trailer that drops, everything's the greatest trailer ever, and it's gonna be the greatest movie ever. It was
Yeah, I
cool.
feel
The Justice League one is just like I watched it. I'm like, okay, what is different from the actual Justice League movie outside we saw Thanos light in it? Like
true.
they touched up some of CGI and stuff, and I mean that was it.
Cousin, the only thing that's different is Darkseid is in it, and that's gonna make it a million times better.
Exactly, and it's like I mean I know that I mean no matter what Ben Affleck still mailed his performance in what they gonna do have him redo all his lines in the studio or something.
So so pretty much the Batman by default for you, and then like your least favorite
Hey man, yeah. I mean,
Justice Aka.
look, I'm not getting hyped for no DC stuff, bro. They got to show and prove to me.
Are you checking out the Snyder Cut day one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a watch
Okay.
along. I'm gonna watch it the minute it drop. I'm gonna stream and watch it.
Word. How do you before I get Leo's take on it first, and then we can get into how do you feel about the whole DC fandom? What was your favorite thing that they showed? What was your least favorite?
Favorite thing, definitely the Batman. Like when I saw that trailer, I just wow, like everything about it. I loved the shot selection in the beginning. We got those different clues here and there. You know, it starts the trailer with the dude ripping the tape, and you got the logos like panning in while he's like ripping, and it's like going to the rhythm of that tape. And then you get that cool clue in the beginning on the dude's written on the dude's face. And man, from there on, I loved it. It definitely reminds me of like a David Fincher movie. Definitely has Seven vibes. Some people were saying that in my stream.
I've heard that a lot.
I was streaming, and I was like, wow, that actually was hit it right on the money. I can see it. Really enjoy this year 2 look we get. And man, when he like snatched up that dude and just started beating him down, and the other guys were like super shocked. I'm like, this is the Batman I want to see. Like, I want to see him put the fear into these guys. Like, this is the Batman. He is vengeance, like PB was saying. Like, that easily my favorite. Wonder Woman 84 close second. I didn't hate the cheetah look. The face was a little bit awkward. I would have been cool if she would have just rolled with the jacket, but I didn't hate the cheetah look. So I think it's looking pretty cool. It's the next one. And then least favorite, I don't want to say Snyder Cut, but look, I wasn't really impressed with what I saw. I actually kind of enjoyed the Aquaman conversation because I didn't realize that they worked together. And I'm like, oh my God, yes, the Conjuring series, like I'm putting the pieces together. So I kind of enjoyed them just kind of like talking about their work. But the Snyder Cut just didn't hype me up. There was really nothing that Darkseid didn't look like amazing. Steppenwolf in the armor, the more I see the actual trailer, I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times, I dislike it more and more. I don't know, nothing really excites me. I'm sure whatever we get will be better than what we got in 2017, but I don't know, I'm not jazzed about it.
Don't be too sure of that.
I mean, hey, you're right, man, it could be worse. So I don't know what to expect.
So my I got a question for y'all, if you don't mind, PURP.
Go ahead.
All right. So I want to know why Darkseid. It's Darkseid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't he make it into the actual Justice League movie? Like, there had to be some issue here. Like, I highly doubt Joss Whedon was like, I don't like Darkseid. I'm just taking him out.
Cause my thing is, I think Joss Whedon saw the cut and he's like, "Yo, you're doing way too much in here," and then just cut it down and just, that's what we got.
I mean, LB, the only reason Darkseid's here is literally for fan service. Same reason for the black suit being here, fan service. Right. It has no purpose because, to be honest, to introduce Darkseid as like in the first Justice League film, to introduce anybody from Apocalypse in the first Justice League film, it's like kind of like you're rushing it. You would think like maybe the Legion of Doom might be the first Justice League villains. They're just going in too quick. Zach problem is that he likes to clutter everything, and once it gets cluttered, people try to defend it, and they defend all that clutter. It's like this is disorganizing. People defend this stuff, but
so like
that's them.
Darkseid is supposed to be DC's Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
Hold on. It's like BVS when they rush Doomsday. It's just like,
showed them right in the trailer.
Man.
but that's why I was like, yo, they really just showed up and showed Darkseid. That's the first thing you saw. I was like, oh no, you should have just not even showed him.
No build up at all.
Zach did the same exact thing he did for Doomsday. Same exact.
Like, how do you LB? How do you like Steppenwolf's original design? You like the original design or Joss Whedon's design?
Joss Whedon's one was absolute trash. It looked horrible. Like, it looked very like 10-year CGI earlier. I mean, I don't think he looks that much better, but like you can tell like they done the work to make him look better. But it's just like, man, it don't matter what you do to his design, you're not gonna make him good in the movie.
Now, do you think the Flash's running will be fixed in this movie?
It's possible. It's definitely possible because I mean they said they spent 20-30 million on post to get it finished. So anything's possible with the CGI stuff, but you know.
Yeah, I like the idea of just putting CGI legs on or something like that so he can run straight.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't CGI a script, and
Right.
not when everything's already been filmed and there's no reshoots. You can't do that.
Yeah, man. It's interesting because it's like, you know, I really appreciate like what like overall everything that we got over the weekend. You know, you have some mixed things, like people are kind of mixed with the Batman and mixed with the Snyder Cut, or love the Snyder Cut, hate the Batman movie, love the Batman movie, hate the Snyder Cut stuff, and you know, certain stuff like that. But what's interesting to me that I don't think even people give Matt Reeves credit for is like he was the only one that came up there without like at least a presentation that didn't seem scripted. He came with like the only movie that's coming out next year with a trailer. Like, you know, The Rock. They could have they could have set up The Rock or something like that with like a 30-second teaser or something like that with him in the suit or something like that. But I appreciate that he was the only one that came with a trailer, with a full trailer at that, and it's only like, and the movie's only 25% done, which is pretty insane. And you got a bunch of people still like sitting there deciphering just everything in that trailer. You had somebody already like kind of crack that riddle, whatever the Riddler had in there with the one card. Like, what does a dead man do when he lies, or some shit like he still lies, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but you know, it's just that's really impressive to me. I feel like people should give him a little bit more credit for that. You know, regardless, like, you know, if people thought he was boring or whatnot, I thought he explained his movie and the direction he was going very well. You know, for the people that are asking like those type of questions, like what is this movie about? What kind of Batman is this? How is this villain's going to be portrayed? He kind of pretty much answered everything without spoiling anything. When you know,
So I mean, I haven't paid no attention to this stuff. Like, you know, I saw the teaser and that's it. I ain't look at no videos or no reviews, nothing. Like, what are people complaining about?
I mean, it's the typical stuff. Whenever a new Batman comes out, that he's too small, or this suit doesn't look right, or it's this and that. It's just, I feel like we just run into like the same argument, and then when the movie comes out, everybody loves it. You know, the same thing with like going all the way back to like Michael Keaton's Batman. Nobody liked his casting. Nobody liked Heath Ledger's casting as the Joker, but then when it came out, now he's the greatest Joker of all time. Nobody liked Ben Affleck's casting, but now he's considered the definitive Batman. So it's like
the problem with Batman is this, man. Is like if you the people that complain about the size, like how many actors out there are like around the Rock size? Like there's not many. And then if you can't get the Rock, he can't play Batman. It don't matter how charismatic he is. He's no Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't too many actors that are good that could play that role. Unless you want to go with the whole... Well, even that wouldn't make any sense. Like, say, you know, you use a bigger actor for the suit, but then use a smaller actor for Bruce Wayne. That would be stupid. Or if
it'd be more expensive.
Yeah.
More expensive.
Or if they go the CGI route, I mean, that's just waste of money. Man, people got to get over it, man. Everybody ain't gonna be the Rock size.
Yeah.
I mean, those are my issues with the Batman trailer. I mean, I'm still gonna watch the movie. I'm giving him a chance, but I'm not gonna let him slide for not looking the part. But I'm still watching the movie. I'm giving him a chance by watching the film.
Mm-hmm. Because I always say like Bale in the.
I'm still not letting Robert slide for not bulking up. I'm not letting him slide.
But Bale in the suit looks like the same body type as Robert Pattinson.
Nah, Bale was bigger than Robert.
With the suit off, yeah, but like with the suit on, he was a small bat. His frame was small.
Yeah, they both got the same frame, but he was still bigger than him, muscle mass wise. They got a similar frame, a similar body frame. But Robert just got a flat chest. Robert got this bird chest. They all had them pecs. And they were singing.
You see Perp standing for Pattinson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And, hey, I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm not saying that he can't get no movie.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. Like, I don't know if anybody of y'all watching know what I look like, but like Robert Pattinson is basically me in a bat suit, bro.
Hilarious. I wouldn't disrespect him like that, but
Bro, Robert Pattinson is my size, bro.
So what, you a $150?
I weigh more than him, bro.
I don't know, bro. After that trailer, I don't know, like, because that's what I said. Like, that trailer just gave like people everything. Everybody was like, "Oh, how violent would this Batman be?" Or I just paraphrasing, but they showed that. What kind of Batman is he going to be? A detective type Batman. So they gave you everything in that little clip. You know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna have to wait and see.
I mean, I ain't complaining about that. That ain't no complaint from me. But it just like I criticized these 5'1" women beating up 6'5" men. If I see a $150 Batman tossing around 6'5", 250 men, I'm gonna have a problem with it, bro.
Leo, how you feel about the Batman and just everything overall with that film?
I can understand where you guys are coming from, but I love the look of the film. Look, I've watched Robert Pattinson's movies lately. I watched this last year. I watched Good Time for the first time. Thought that was a killer movie. I thought he killed it in that.
Yeah.
I liked The Lighthouse. I liked High Life. I liked him in High Life. I really didn't like High Life that much as a movie, but I think he's come a long way since the Twilight days. And I while he doesn't necessarily look huge, I kind of appreciate that he is a little smaller right now. I mean, it's year 2 Batman. So give him that cool suit with the dope bat. Like, I love that cool, like, gunmetal on the bat. And I like how the suit looks. I think it looks really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, some people were on Twitter saying he looked like Tobey Maguire, the haircut. And I'm like, I really didn't see all that, but I don't know. Despite some of the complaints, I loved how it looked. Like, I'm really looking forward to this. This was my favorite trailer from Fandom as a whole.
Bro, you sound like you practice all your responses for the night, bro.
That's just how I am, man.
I didn't like how his Bruce Wayne looked. He looked messy, but I'll give it a chance. That messy haircut he had.
I ain't really tripping.
Man, see, I don't mind that.
Pattinson's gonna do good, man. Cause
he looked like an emo Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
He's gonna talk about, I just slipped my wrist the other day.
Brad's a good actor, man. Like you said, Leo. Like, don't let these people watching Twilight films fool you. He's a good actor. Like, trust me. If you haven't seen anything,
I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm not saying he's a bad actor.
No, not you. I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of people that's like the Twilight guy. Like, nah, bro, check out some of his movies. He can act.
Right.
Yeah, he can act. He still is a Twilight guy.
And Matt Reeves said it himself too. Like, Robert Pattinson's chameleon. Like, I've been saying that. Like, when he does his roles, he gets lost in those roles. Like, he becomes that whatever role. If he has to put on an accent or whatever, he just does it. And it's just like, it's really rare to see that type of acting nowadays. Like, where there's not. I don't think there's that much of it. Like, where people are like method, or they really get into they roles and stuff. That's but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm riding for Robert Pattinson as Batman. I think he's gonna do a good job. The Batman just completely stole the show. Like, and it's just like because I imagine you take the Batman panel completely out of DC, the DC fandom, I think people would have a different response to like the overall conference. I don't think a lot of people would be like super excited, but Wonder Woman's coming, but we didn't get Batman or whatever. They ended with the Suicide Squad game or something like that. So I think it was definitely needed.
I'll be honest, as far as DC goes, the fact that we have to depend on a Batman film to like bring people back, it's kind of getting old. You know, they need to give niggas like
I
Green
mean,
Lantern,
that's
Martian Manhunter, Superman. We're still up in the air on Superman. We don't even know what they're gonna do with
I
him.
I have a theory that I think they're just waiting because they've only announced certain things up to a certain point, up to 2022. And, I think they're just gonna wait to see how 2021 pans out, and then by 2022 we'll probably get, or 2023 we'll get a Man of Steel sequel announcement. We'll get the New Gods release date and all this other stuff and whatnot. But
Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that.
I don't doubt
I
they're
like.
gonna do something perp, but like fandom was the best time to announce like anything new, anything surprise, all the surprises. This what
Mhm.
fandom was, you
And
because they
maybe
didn't even talk about that Green Lantern show. They didn't even talk about it. I thought they was gonna
that's
talk.
probably getting saved for like that other. Aren't they, Leo? Aren't they doing a second show or a second like thing, whatever, next month for all the TV
Yeah,
stuff?
so that's what's gonna be all the TV stuff, all the animated stuff. But that's what I was hoping that TBA panel was gonna be, was the Green Lanterns. Because I think in one of their original press releases, they actually had Green Lantern on the list. I was like, bro, that's what I'm going to this for.
Yep.
And then, when they said it wasn't there, and I don't even think it's on day 2, I got a little disappointed. And then they moved Doom Patrol. I was really
Oh,
looking forward to that on the first day. But I
yeah.
mean, you're gonna kind of get all the nitty gritty details on day 2. Like day 1 was the Hall of Heroes and main stuff. Day 2, it's gonna be all the animated stuff, all the TV show stuff, and then there's this really cool like insider verse thing that they got going on. I'm really excited for that because they're gonna be diving into like all the behind the scenes stuff and how music is made in DC. There's like a couple documentaries that are gonna be there. A Dark Knight Returns documentary is gonna be there, so I'm gonna definitely check that out. But yeah, man, I can't wait for day 2. I'm not gonna do a stream, but I'm definitely tuning in.
So how does everybody feel about fandom, like the DC fandom event overall? Like, do you feel like they should do this again, but not like do the whole 12 hours thing and kind of just condense it, or should they just go back to the whole Comic-Con thing where just everybody could just go watch it at this one spot?
I'll say this: if the panels, so in the future, if they start doing the shows live, in the future, don't do that stuff where there was like playing games and stuff on the panels, trying to fill up time. Like if you don't, if you're like, the panel should just be, you come in, talk, say what you gotta say, answer to some of the questions. Don't start playing the game with the cast members and stuff. Don't do that. Show us stuff because I need to see stuff too. I didn't come here to hear you just talk for the whole fandom. Yeah, I want to hear you talk, but I want to see what you got. So show them what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just make sure they take that out. Don't if you don't have nothing to show, then don't try to fill it in with a game you're playing with the cast to stall time. That they was stalling because they didn't have some things to show. They was stalling. Like the Wonder Woman 84 panel, they was doing some stalling. The Suicide Squad panel, stalling. Show me the trailer. Don't start playing games.
Yeah, isn't that movie done? Isn't Suicide Squad done?
I think they're still filming, but he filmed enough to where he was able to show something. Because
I'm still excited. I'm still excited about the Suicide Squad.
I ain't seen none of that stuff, but based off of what y'all are saying, like conferences, I don't know if y'all have ever been to a conference or a convention, but overall, like panels, like especially if you go to all of them, they're boring. Like spending an hour or two of people just sitting there talking, if it gets boring when you see 5, 6, 7 of them in a day. So for like, and that's for a lot of conferences or conventions, they spread them out through days. But like, man, it gets tiring, man. And then like y'all saying, they're stalling and stuff. Like, man, they need to. I don't know how long the panels were, but like, man, look, they just need to.
It was pre-recorded to LB, so there's all the footage was pre-recorded.
Yeah, so it's like, man, for future events, like, man, keep these panels short, give the people what they want, move on to the next thing. Like, you don't got to do 12 hours in a day, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have broke it up into sections. Like they should have had just one big ass like 1 hour of just all the movie stuff that they're gonna do, and then like 1 hour of all the other side stuff with comic books and all that stuff, and boom.
And not only that, like spreading it out through like they could have did Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And then they'll have 3-4 days to talk about everything. Because just think, Saturday you're talking about Justice League, and then a couple hours later, boom, the Batman. In between video games, it's just like you're not getting this stuff enough time to breathe, man.
Because you make a good point, because I feel like that goes back to my whole point of saying, like, I feel like Batman completely just took the air out of everything else that was shown. Like, as far as like that's all people are talking about. Nobody's really, people are gonna go see Wonder Woman, you know what I'm saying? People are gonna watch the Snyder Cut, but like everybody could really talk about is the Batman. You know, so I feel you on that. Like if they were to spread it out throughout the weekend and stuff. Yeah.
Like I mean, to be honest with you, I completely forgot there was a Wonder Woman trailer till y'all was mentioning it. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I forgot there was one.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to see it.
No one's been talking about it.
It was a really good trailer, LB. It was a really good trailer. Those final parts shocked me, surprised me.
I'm surprised. I noticed that they don't have a release date, so I'm assuming, which I would be okay with DC doing this, because I think it would just make 2021 a stacked up lineup if they just moved Wonder Woman to 2021. So you have Wonder Woman.
No, stop giving them ideas, you bastard.
But they probably gonna do that, because what was the original release date, like October or something? That's gone now. Within that trailer.
Times now.
October.
Yeah, that's probably getting pushed till next year. It's probably gonna get pushed. Because I'm thinking about it, because the Suicide Squad is coming out in August. Then 2 months later, you got the Batman. Then 2 months, they're gonna end the year off with Black Adam. So they got nothing earlier going on in the year. So they probably gonna drop Wonder Woman in like March or something like that. Makes sense.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Right. But it's still a fun time. I think during this whole like pandemic stuff, like looking at these different conferences, I think a lot of these I guess big conferences like E3s and Comic-Cons, I don't necessarily think there'll be a thing in the future, because I feel like, you know, it saves these companies money, so they don't have to like go spend crazy amount of money just to go show something, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that the DC fandom, the presentation was better than anything that, you know, E3 has ever put on. Like as far as just like aesthetic wise, and just, you know, it was really cool. I would like to see them kind of do this every year or something like that. It'd be, you know, I wonder like y'all can chime on this too. Is like, is Marvel going to do something similar for like their Phase 4 stuff, like showing certain things, showing certain movies off and whatnot?
I mean, what can they show? I mean, the only movies they shot is Black Widow, and I think they started on Shang-Chi. And then the TV.
Did they not start on Eternals yet?
Oh no, Eternals. See, I forgot about that. So that all they got is Eternals, Black Widow, and I think Shang-Chi started production. I think.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, I'm down with this. To be honest with you, like, man, they don't need Comic-Con. Like, they don't need it. Like, they could do all this stuff themselves. You know, this isn't like a typical business that needs to go to conventions and conferences to sell their product. Like Marvel Studios, DC, these movie studios sell themselves, man.
Cut out the middleman.
Exactly. Like they're just wasting marketing money to go to Comic-Con. I mean, they can still put stuff at Comic-Con, but they don't got to send all the actors there and stuff to go sit in a room and play a trailer. They could do that from their own. They could do that at their.
And most people that go there don't like the experience, because you got to wait in lines and shit. Like,
yeah,
from smelly nerds. I've never been to Comic-Con, but the one thing I hear back from everybody, people smell horrible.
They out there trying to get into Hall H, bro. Straight smelling like a dead dog from a year ago.
Smell like death. Smell like literal death. It's like, man, you know what they need to have at these cons? Like, this is gonna be messed up, but this is
Air
the truth.
fresheners.
They need to have water hoses. They need to hand out dishwashing liquid and say, pour this on your body, and we're gonna
Before
wash
you
you.
step in.
Nah, bro. All they gotta do is give them some Febreze, bro. Like when you walk in, here's a bottle of Febreze. That goes in. That goes with the package. If you're paying for Hall H, that's what you get. Some Febreze.
LB, they even did that for at some of the Yu-Gi-Oh cons and stuff. It's now a requirement to smell good before you come inside the building.
Yeah, bro.
It's a rule.
Yeah, I see
Well,
MSK
good.
going
Some
off
of them nerds smell real bad when they come up out of the basement.
They do. They just be standing in lines, digging in their nose, scratching their butts and stuff. Like, dang, come on, man, have some decency.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it was this was a fun weekend. You know, unfortunately, there's other things going on in the world. People are rioting again, and you know, we could just never have whenever something good happens, because I feel like DC fandom was like probably the most exciting thing that's happened all year, that everybody kind of like came together and was just not beefing over some dumb shit, or like, but then I don't know, shit just hits the fan, and
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then
know,
they released that stupid Snyder Cut thing.
Yeah, because look, PB, you bring up a great point, because it just, don't get me wrong, I like DC, but I also got to call out DC for this. They did two things at fandom, which I don't agree with. They're trying to go back to the past, use the past to boost the future.
Mhm.
And they also said, hey, we're going to do a multiverse. We're going to run away from the fact that we made a shitty cinematic universe, and now we're going to use the multiverse as an excuse to not tackle the problem and fix the problem. This is what I appreciate about Marvel. Yes, in their universe, they have some bad movies in their universe, but still, they continued, they retconned as they went.
Put some respect on the name,
and look
bro.
where they at.
Respect on the name, bro. Yeah, it's funny.
I am LB. That's why I'm showing Marvel love.
Yeah, somebody.
No, that's a good thing. Look, Marvel doesn't run from the problem. Marvel does, and look, I'm not saying I hate the multiverse, but they're using it as an excuse to get away from the problem. Because just imagine, let's say if we all like the Snyderverse, let's say if it unanimously did good, this multiverse thing would have never happened.
Yeah,
this multiverse is a response to the failures of BVS, Man of Steel underperforming, Suicide Squad. It's all happening due to that. This multiverse would never existed in these movies if the DCU did not fail.
So
and then, go ahead.
If they good,
now my question for this is, because like somebody mentioned that it was going to do a multiverse, but I mean, look, I don't care, but now I'm curious. So who said that they're going to be doing a multiverse now?
Walter Hamada.
Okay, so explain this multiverse, how they're going to be doing this. Is it going to be like, okay,
so
this Batman movie's its own thing, Aquaman its own thing, Justice League it's its own thing, like standalone movies?
All right, LB. So it's four. It's four cinematic universes right now. It's the Snyderverse.
Holy fuck.
The DCU with Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
Whoa.
That's what they said.
So Joker,
bro. Please tell me you lying, bro.
The Snyderverse and the DCU. So it's four.
You lying, bro.
I'm not lying, because the Batman does not take place in the Joker.
Oh my god.
They said the Batman. Walter Hamada said the Batman is in Earth 2. And they also is a big confirmation. Now the CW is connected to these films. And the CW is Earth Prime. So they're the main CW Earth with the Black Lightning in them and Flash when they did the Crisis. CW is Earth Prime. So all these movies revolve around the CW.
Man, bruh.
So it's like
let me play devil's advocate real quick, because the whole multiverse, like, I have no issue. I understand, like,
it's a good and bad thing.
I understand, like, it is a lazy way of saying, like, all right, like, a lazy excuse to multiverse. But how I see it is, it's just like, because it goes back to when they said like they want to get away from the whole DCEU and just call it the worlds of DC, which essentially I'm cool with them just ditching the shared universe thing and just have creators make whatever they want. Just they're all connected.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
they're all still connected. Even though it's a multiverse and you got all these different stories. And who's to say 10 years, 15 years, and if they wanted to, they can cross them over. You know what I'm saying? Just build up all these different universes and stuff.
So what you're trying to tell me?
Herb, just to be honest, they should have done this in the first place instead of trying to do a DCEU.
Yeah, like similar to how they do that. Yeah. Similar how they do the animated movies. Like they're all kind of different stories and stuff. I wish they just go in that direction.
What y'all trying to tell me is that Aquaman and Wonder Woman are now in their own universe?
Yes, they're the DC.
Like how are they going to explain that Wonder Woman and Aquaman are in separate universes?
We're gonna have to wait till Flashpoint.
No, Aquaman and Wonder Woman are in the same universe as of now. So Man of Steel, BVS, and Snyder's Justice League is going to be the Snyderverse. I think the Joss Whedon Justice League is staying in the EU. That's why it's confusing.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I say like a Superman
so
movie
this is how you make everything canon and how you can scapegoat any movie in the future and say, oh wait, it wasn't a part of that universe; it's a part of this universe.
Because honestly, I think financially it works better for them when it's not like shit's not connected. Because look at the Joker, it made $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? So why? And with the con of having a shared universe, a creator has to stay within those limits, or they're just not going to use nothing. That's what happened with like Edgar Wright and whatnot. So I'm actually okay with them just throwing out random stories, or just treat it like you animated.
I say that's more of an MCU. Because people think just because you with a cinematic universe, you all have to follow the same tone. The comics do it all the time. It's all a shared world, and each character has a different tone. Wolverine is a psychopathic, murdering mother freaker, and you have Spider-Man, who's a lighthearted, goofy dude, and they all exist in the same universe. The thing with the MCU is like, and I notice this with these Snyder fans, they think when I say stuff like, all the MCU does is have to do it like DC has to just do it like the MCU, and they think I'm saying copy everything. No, I mean copy the release of films. You can have a different tone because the MCU has the best structure when it comes to building up to a big event, and then you set up the next stage of heroes. We lead up to another big event. I'm not saying DC needs to have the same exact tone. I'm not saying all the characters need to be lighthearted. You can have some lighthearted characters and some serious characters. It can happen. The comics do this stuff all the time.
Shouts to Ashley for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, Ashley.
I see Ashley ain't streaming right now. This is like a monumental moment.
Bruh. I want to say this to you, K-Dot. She wrecked your shit like in those debates.
Nah. Ashley won the first one. She ain't won that second one.
She wrecked your shit. When you said there was no detective like whatsoever in the Batman trailer, I was like, bro, come on, bro. You had to be sarcastic with that,
bro. I'm being honest. That was not detective work. He showed up at the end of the crime scene.
Bro.
They did all the work for him.
What y'all talking about?
The Batman trailer.
The Batman.
All right. Let me ask everybody here. Let's say Batman shows up at the end of a scene of a crime. Would y'all call that Batman doing detective work?
No.
Well, I assume that Batman is showing up at the end of a scene of the crime because he knows that the cops are terrible detectives and he's going to do more detecting.
I agree.
That's a good point.
But what if Batman shows up to eat a donut because he's too skinny to fit the suit?
Ooh, that's how we get year 3 Batman who's chunky.
That's how we get.
Because usually what Batman does, Batman solves the crime. Actually, I took the W the second time. You get that first W.
Shouts to Blood. He ain't lying, bro. She wrecked you twice, bro. With the
Ooh.
Spider-Man shit
But
and the Batman shit. Yo, that shit was crazy.
K-Dot,
but
you lost to a girl.
I don't know if I see Batman showing up to the scene of a crime, period, I feel like he's detecting something, whether he's doing it with his normal senses or he's using some kind of technology to see something that we can't see or the cops can't see. Because
Well,
it's a trailer, so you're not going to see the whole scene. You're only going to see a couple seconds. So I say that
Yeah.
he's being a detective.
so
Yeah,
so how
he showed
come
up. He showed.
if
Yeah, so
Batman's supposed to be this great detective, how come he didn't detect that Superman's mom's name is Martha?
Because
Dun
Zack
dun
Snyder
dun.
doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Hey man, the Martha scene was cool, man. Let it
No, it
go. Let it
wasn't, bro.
go.
Stop that, bro. Stop it.
Let it
Stop,
go.
No,
stop capping, bro.
Martha herself is cool.
no.
Oh man.
Straight capping, bro. On your own live stream, bro.
Nah, bro. I defend that shit. I'll defend that shit. You know what
All right,
I'm saying?
look.
I think it was bad.
I can defend the Martha scene based on how Zach explains it, but it's still a whack scene. Just like how I can explain,
Bro,
I can
I don't want
Somebody
to
go
hear
back and
nothing.
watch that shit now.
Superman killing God, but it's still whack.
Bro, I know we had this debate a long time ago on one of these random streams. That one night when we debated like Infinity War and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And bro was like, no, whatever the directors say, it don't even matter. What I say matters. In this case, with Zack Snyder, he's and all of them notorious liars. Like, I don't want to hear nothing they got to say about movies or scenes after the fact, because they're just trying to justify why this is bad.
Hey, you remember when Zack Snyder put out those film reels talking about the cut is here, the cut is here, the cut is here? That shit was
Oh, hold on.
That was
Can
a
we
The
film
talk
gun is
about-
here. Wait. If I say it's
That shit
not
was-
here, will you give me another $30 million? It's not here yet. I need to finish it.
Can we talk about that real quick, bro?
Go ahead.
So after watching the trailer, I'll tell you, one of the first things I said was like, this is not a Snyder cut. Like, this is essentially you getting all your movie files back. You got paid money, and now you're editing something completely different than what you originally had.
That's the
Yeah.
finesse. That's the finesse.
A
because
$30 million edit.
And bro, and that's what's crazy. Everybody's gonna pay $15, for their subscription for an old movie.
And not only that, it's like cheating, bruh. Because, like, okay,
It is.
you've had years to see. I don't want to hear him saying that he ain't never seen that movie. He's seen Joss Whedon's version of the movie. So, like, he got
definitely
all
did.
this stuff. He got a budget. He's got the actors back to do whatever voiceover. So he's gonna do his best to make sure it's better than that movie. Like, this is cheating, bruh.
it is cheating. He's cheating big time. Because look,
This hold on.
This-
This is definitely going to change things though, as far as like, because this is going to spark some other directors, that might get studios meddled with and whatnot. So
fuck.
this is definitely going to start. This definitely going to start a trend.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
See, I mean, the thing is, like, director's
Oh,
cuts,
shit, I hope not.
director's cuts ain't nothing new. Director's cuts been getting done for many
Mhm.
decades. But the fact
Yeah, no,
that
this is
this is something completely different here. Like, this isn't a director's cut.
Allegedly.
This is a re-edit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know
The same
what the fuck
people
that is.
the same people that did the hashtag Snyder cut are now chanting for the Ayer cut, and I'm like, no. I don't want to see Suicide Squad in any other capacity. I'm good.
Right.
look, see, this is what happened when you open the floodgates and let what did Jody say? Let the prisoners take over the asylum.
Yeah.
We stuck. Because look,
So then what? The next one will be
see,
the Lord and Miller cut a solo, right?
Hey,
Right.
where's the Raimi cut of Spider-Man 3? Where's that? Why aren't they asking for Raimi cut of Spider-Man 3? Oh, it's only
Get the Infinity War Ultimate Edition.
I'll take that Raimi cut over Amazing 2
Yeah.
or Amazing 1.
shoot. I'll take that Raimi cut of Spider-Man 3.
I mean, the only thing that
Raimi didn't want Venom.
I mean, this is like the Richard Donner cut with Superman 2. Like, this gets a pass because, like Zack Snyder didn't finish the film, but like all these like release the air cut, like bruh, no, he put out that movie. It was trash, bruh.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Like the solo,
Look,
like solo.
I think in Ayer's case, he just took out some scenes, but he filmed what he needed to film. There was no issues of him not being to film what he wants to film.
Right.
He had to cut out scenes so it can fit a PG-13 rating.
It's
different in the case of Snyder.
I'd be interested to see like Solo. I think that movie's absolute trash, right? But I'd love to see what in the world did Lord and Miller shoot for that movie to get them fired.
Yeah, because it's a comedy. It's a fucking Han Solo comedy, and you're gonna laugh your ass off all the way through instead of trying to watch something serious. From what I'm told, I've never seen it.
You make a good point, because that makes it more films more interesting. Like, what are other movies out there, like, that we can get, that cut from, can we finally get, what's his face's vision, Nicolas Cage's Superman with the Tim Burton? Can we get that?
Nah, bro.
Hey, these fans might ask for it, bro. They gonna ask for it. Hey, look,
they'll probably do an animated movie or something like that.
One thing I need for them to ask for is that Justice League Mortals film that never got made.
Thank you, Kata.
Remember that live action Justice League film that was supposed to get made, Justice League Immortals or something?
Yeah.
I think Tim Burton was supposed to be directing.
No, it was who directed Mad Max Fury Road? George Miller, something like that. Is that his name?
I'll check. Let me check. Mad Max Fury Road director. I'll check for you.
He was busy sending you a super sticker. Now he's checking.
Yeah, George Miller is the director. PURP.
He was the one that's supposed to do that whole Justice League Immortal movie.
Yeah, I wanted.
So
to see
who
that.
are the Immortals in the Justice League?
I'm assuming the main seven.
How the fuck is Batman immortal?
Batman is immortal. Did you see him in the
Bro, did you not see this? Yeah, like
bullets.
Yo, he was OP. That Batman's OP.
Everyone, I'm gonna say this today, and this is gonna be the final time I say this. If I ever hear anybody tell me Batman's human again, I'm gonna say you are wrong. He is not human. He's a superhuman. He is not human. Please don't tell me these lies. His plot armor,
superhuman does not equal immortal.
Oh, Batman's immortal. Oh, he's definitely immortal. We think that in the films when Batman dies, he fakes his death on purpose because he's really not dead. He does that to trick the world. It's all part of Batman's plan because he's
okay. Well, now I'm even more on board with Robert Pattinson being Batman because he's already played someone who is undead. As long as when he takes off his suit, he doesn't sparkle, I'm good.
Yeah, look, this would be PURP. If I can show the concept art real quick of the Justice League.
The more you talk about this, it sounds awesome. With Miller attached? Yeah, I'm there. Let's see that concept art. Oh, shit.
This was the original concept art from back in the day.
Already better than 2017.
Yep, and it looks good too. Manhunter, they all look on point. I'll say that much.
Andre Cruz, thank you for the $5 super chat. Said Spider-Man 3 made the most.
Looks like a three-pointed trident.
That's true.
I watched Spider-Man 3. It's still not great, but I can fathom it. Shouts out to them dance moves. He was getting that shit.
But I still say this. I'd rather watch Captain Marvel twice than watch Spider-Man 3. I can't watch it.
What? I would watch Spider-Man 3 over Amazing 1, 2, Captain Marvel, Incredible Hulk. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. It was the worst out of the Raimi trilogy, but it was better than those amazing movies by far to me.
I'm a huge supporter of Venom and what they did with Venom. I was like, why would y'all do this? I hate this movie now.
Look, I hated what they did to Venom too, but I mean, I thought that movie was a better movie than the Amazing movies. Like that second Amazing movie was just all over the place for me. I didn't like Jamie Foxx as Electro. Man, I just really didn't like a lot about that movie.
I think the highlight of that movie of Amazing too is like the whole Gwen Stacy snapping her neck.
Yeah. I thought the weird sound design crack was weird.
That's the only good part of that movie when their romance was the best part of the film. It's not even supposed to be a big part of the film. But
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how Marvel's gonna counter this, because I'm pretty sure they're sitting back like, we can't just not show anything, just be quiet and just.
Dude, they're just gonna pick one of the characters that they purchased for $70 billion and be like, look at this.
Blade. They could come with something. Blade. They could come with something. X-Men plan.
I have to disagree.
They're just gonna show something. They're gonna show a fist, right? They're gonna have a fist pop up on screen, and 3 claws are gonna pop out of it, and that's gonna be it.
X-Men.
You can read it, Perp.
No, I was just saying. Oh yeah, K-Dot. Batman is peak human, not superhuman.
All right, now I gotta disagree. I saw Batman in one animated film kick a tree with one punch and split a tree. No, he split a tree.
Let's get something straight. Like, I'm peak human. Batman is above
beyond. He's Captain America. Batman can fade with Captain America and probably win. I wouldn't even be surprised. Batman is Batman's OP. He's tight. He's human.
Captain America's a mutant.
Mutant. He's more than a mutant. He's a god.
Or a super soldier, but
he's not a god, man. He's just a man. God.
Oh, you talking about Captain America?
Nah, Batman.
No, both of them. Captain America has had his DNA manipulated so that he's super strong. He went into a capsule. They put a serum into him. They put a bunch of fucking energy into his body. He's closer to a mutant than he is a human. Whereas Bruce Wayne is still just a human.
Yes. And he does.
Oh, LB, you said you didn't catch everything, right? You only caught the Snyder Cut stuff and the Batman, right?
Uh-huh.
And guess who's gonna be in Shazam too, or should I say Shazam: Fear of the Gods?
Sinbad. I knew that.
Oh, okay. I thought you missed that one. I was like, where the fuck you been at? He's like, I'll take the check. Yeah, that shit was funny. But I think Shazam's gonna be good. I think the sequel's gonna be better than the first movie. Probably.
Speaking of Shazam, bro, have all of y'all seen Shazam?
Yep.
Not yet.
I seen it. That movie was okay.
I feel like that movie was getting praised for the only reason because Captain Marvel came out around the same time. Because that movie, it was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was.
This movie is not amazing, bro.
It's not.
You didn't like anything about it? Or like, did you like the premise or anything?
It was okay. Like,
it was okay. It was an okay movie. I agree with LB. It's an okay movie. It ain't bad. It ain't great. It's just okay. For DC standards, below average. Like, really below average for DC standards.
I don't know, bro. That's better than Aquaman.
No.
I agree with that. I agree with that, actually. I thought it was fun.
Ooh, interesting.
I kicked back and had like a good time.
I think Aquaman any day of the week. Shazam doesn't even come close to Aquaman. Aquaman actually keeps me
what?
I don't
the
know,
only
man.
person where I don't know where they stand on this is Leo, so I want to know what he thinks about Shazam compared to Aquaman.
Oh, for me, Shazam, I had like such a fun time watching that movie. But I grew up watching or reading a lot of Shazam comics, actually. So I liked the Marvel family being at the end. Like, I liked the powers getting to exploring with Billy for the first time, and like them doing those scenes where they were recording. Was it the best? Nah, but like it was so fun. I had a good time. Aquaman, wasn't really that memorable to me. I haven't seen it since theaters. I don't remember a ton. I didn't think the Ocean Master suit looked that good. That's just me, but I did think that Atlantis looked really dope. I was really immersed in that world, but it was just when I was watching it, I wasn't really that thrilled.
You got a podcast or something, don't you?
Oh yeah, man. Over Geekly Goods, man. Come check me out.
I can tell.
Man,
Yeah.
I saw.
So what did you think about Black Manta?
I like Black Manta. I thought that it looked like the
What do you
comic
think
look.
about his costume?
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I liked the beams that came out of the eyes. I liked the design. I liked the helmet. I liked the whole thing. Like,
if it didn't look like that, that'd have been a huge issue because he's supposed to have that big ass helmet on.
Yeah, I mean, the best things that came out of Aquaman. Best things came out of Aquaman that I've seen. Jason Momoa doing that tribal war shit before he threw a spear into Black Manta's dad.
Yeah, that's
Golly, bro, Black Panther, bro.
Bro, he
did try to hit him with a whole fucking grenade launcher. I'd be mad too. I'm like, bro, I was gonna spare you.
Right. He ate that grenade too. He said, he ate it. He just had a black spot on his body. I was like, dang, he ate that grenade. He just ate it. Ugh.
Yeah, sounds like he's immortal.
And then another good scene when the Aquaman threw that chain around Black Manta's neck and literally
he wrecked it. He wrecked his shit, yo. That shit was funny.
So two good scenes out of a 2-hour movie.
No, I like Aquaman because it takes you through a whole different types of adventures. Like you get the whole setup with his family and stuff, and his mom and shit. You get him, and then you get his adventure of becoming king and stuff. All this shit. It was pretty dope. It was very adventurous.
All the underwater kingdoms, beautiful.
I guess
there's
because
a
I
lot
have low
more than 2 good
expectations
scenes
for.
that I could pull out of that movie.
When Aquaman came with that sea monster Kraken and summoned all the fishes in the ocean. That shit was tight.
That shit was epic.
That battle with Orm. So directed good. That was a one take action sequence. That shit was good.
Y'all drunk.
Some cuts, but still
that shit.
I did not like how the suit looked on Ocean Master. I thought it looked, I don't know, cheesy. It did look just like the comics, but I don't know. Something about it just didn't work. Patrick Wilson, I wasn't feeling him. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Ocean Master, but Black Manta, I liked him.
I will agree with you on that. He was lacking some form of charisma.
As far as Orm goes, his best I like Orm. His best part in this movie was when he was riding for Dolph Lundgren. He took his trident and ran it through that ship and cut it in half, blew it up. That shit was tight.
See, I don't remember any of this.
Like the fight scenes underwater were fucking dope. Those were really impressive.
I think this movie.
Yeah, I love that scene when they destroy the frickin' house at the beginning. How many times you get to see her fight? Why can't I think of her name? Nicole Kidman.
I do like that whole Aquaman panel that they did say, oh, it's this one. This movie is going to be darker. Which if you follow along with Aquaman.
It couldn't be much brighter. They're in the fucking desert.
But I could see Aquaman 2 opening up with Black Manta killing Aquaman's pops. That'd be a way to kind of set the tone for the movie and stuff, and that'd be pretty interesting.
You wanna open with that? Damn, you gotta build to that. Don't fuck. Don't
because he's like, yo, my father, I'm gonna kill your father now. Like, and then go back and kill people's father.
That early.
Oh, you want to see Aqua Pops?
Aqua Pops. But yeah, man, it's Aquaman's dope. Don't let LB tell you otherwise.
It's no Dark Knight, but it's a good movie.
I'll give this to Shazam. I'll sound fair. The best
Hello,
scene
Maddie.
was hi, Maddie. The best scene of the film was when the Shazam family showed up. and that was it. When the Shazam family, that was it. But even then, I was like, how did these kids just beat the 7 deadly sins and survive this? I understand Billy because he had longer time. He had a long time to adjust to his powers. But I think they introduced the Shazam family too early. I'm
gonna use a famous quote. This man once told me because. That's the best way to explain it, though.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely right.
Oh yeah, and Zachary Levi, he need to get muscle. All that extra padding in his suit. He needed extra padding.
He gonna get the Rock's gonna rock his shit, yo.
Oh man,
I can't wait.
I'm so excited for that. Also, they showed like Dr. Fate, Hawkman, like the Justice Society of America. I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be Black Adam's gonna be great, no doubt. That shit, they're gonna end off the year strong with Black Adam.
I'm wondering if they're gonna like rope that in with Zatanna and Constantine series? And like Justice League Dark, like with Dr. Fate coming in here, they can loop in all the Fate or all the Dark crew.
Aren't they doing is Zatanna like movie or something like that, or a TV
movie
series?
Or so something for HBO Max or maybe for release.
That's why I'm liking about like what DC's kind of doing with like certain movies. Like they're saying like, oh, they're gonna have this like kind of companion show. Like Wonder Woman's gonna have the Amazon show. Aquaman's gonna have the Trench. Batman's gonna have the Gotham PD. So it's cool to see these like little spinoffs that are gonna be like connected to their individual universes and stuff like.
Yeah, when you brought that up, I was just gonna ask you and everybody else. The Gotham PD, that feels like Gotham to me. I mean, why bring that back?
A better version. I was like, yeah, make a better version of that trash Gotham.
God, Gotham was so bad. I don't know if I want a round 2, man. But this
is why I said they got that HBO budget, so it's probably gonna be like
that's true.
Gotham meets The Wire. That'd be interesting.
All right, when you put it like that, that's a little better, but I just didn't like the concept.
Or it could be.
Okay, Dada's back already. I thought he was going to be gone for longer since Maddie just got here.
It could be Gotham meets Chips or something.
This might be, but LB, this might be up your alley though, like because I know you're a big fan of like the NCISI.
No, bro, get it right. I watch CSI, bro, not
CSI.
CSI.
LB is picky about his crime shows. He don't watch that NCIS bullshit.
Exactly.
He watch that.
Yeah, man.
Investigate.
No Mark Harmon for him.
Yeah, none of that.
He don't watch that extra blue.
Yeah, it's a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. I'm curious to see how Marvel responds. If they even respond this year.
What you mean? They don't gotta respond. Their last movie made like $2.9 billion.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like
I'll be honest about Marvel.
I don't feel like they should get overly confident. Even though you're right, LB. They don't really need to show nothing. They just put out a trailer or say, "Hey, Black Widow's gonna be on Disney Plus for $50."
Like
people are gonna buy
four out of their last 5 movies made over $1 billion, brother. They ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah, look, MCU's good, and I'll say this is a good thing. They're keeping DC's not telling us enough, and Marvel is keeping it. They're staying really quiet. So it's like, DC's not telling us information we wanted to hear. They're telling us stuff that I don't care about, like Elseworlds, multiverse. Like, yeah, it's all good, but we don't need this shit. It's cool, this is a kind of a fix. It's not a permanent fix, but it's a Band-Aid for now. It's the Band-Aid. It's a little Band-Aid that's going to be there for a couple of weeks, but you got to find a permanent solution to fix this problem. Mm-hmm. And that is keep making films, and if you mess up, continue. That's just what it is. If you turn to a cinematic universe, they did it with the Godzilla films. That was a cinematic universe. You had some good Godzilla movies and some trash Godzilla movies, and they kept going and kept going. They retconned in between,
Yeah,
kept it pushing.
but
That's what they
I'm
do.
glad that, like they're now that they finally came out. You know that now they have like people in charge of certain things. You got a person in charge of the movies, charge of the TV, and then like Jim Lee's like kind of like overseeing everything and stuff. And so
Yeah, wait,
you
is it
know,
Jim Lee overseeing
start. That's a
comics?
good start.
Hey,
Is Jim Lee just overseeing
Yeah,
comics? Now he's overseeing.
yeah. I think all three of them are pretty much like just gonna be overseeing everything as far as whatnot. But
did y'all boy Ray Fisher show up?
good
Man,
question. He's been
he
real
could
quiet
have.
lately.
Yeah,
He's
hey,
been real
He's
quiet lately.
super quiet.
yeah, he kept his mouth shut. He happy he saw them whack cutscenes of his in that Snyder Cut trailer. It's like, ooh, yay, daddy put my stuff in the film. Yay, thank you, Snyder.
Cannot be going
Freak Ray
without Ray
Fisher.
Fisher. Just...
Black Hole
You know,
Cyborg. I saw Cyborg crying in the trailer. Y'all saw that scene where he was crying? There was a
Yeah.
tear
yeah.
that came out as like weak robot. Robot cries. Whack robot.
Doom Patrol Cyborg.
How do you cry code?
Yes.
You'll have to ask Terrence.
PB, I thought he was leaking oil at first. I was like, oh, he leaking
Leaking
oil.
oil.
Nah, he was
Bro, he only has like a part of his face. Everything else is just robotic. Like,
oh my god. Dude,
his
hey,
father.
dude, the funniest thing is that he complained about his barber not getting credit when he only has half of his face in the movie. He only has half of a haircut, and he complains about his barber. You got no hair. That's like Terry Crews if he plays Cyborg and he's bald and he complained.
Motherfucker has a patch of got a patch of hair.
DC didn't give my dude that shines my head credit. My hair's supposed to be shining. I'm bald. DC need to give my dude credit. No, you bald. You don't get credit for having a bald head.
We'll see though. We'll see like how it plays out though. At this point, I don't really care if Joss Whedon like punched him in the eye. I wouldn't care.
Sit down in the interview. Stop going on Twitter about it. Like, if you really had some stuff to say, go to Variety, THR, whoever. Just sit down for an interview, bro. Like the Twitter stuff.
Bruh, if that came out that Joss Whedon punched Ray Fisher, bro, I would die laughing all week. Bro.
Yo, cause I think that's what he's mad about. He's like, yo, he must have fucked this bitch or something. I don't know.
Now I'm gonna kill the bug. I think Josh probably told him. I think there was a scene where Ray and Josh was talking, and then Josh was working on something, and Ray walked up like, Josh, and Josh is like, yes, Ray, what you want? Josh, this scene, I don't know. Ray, get up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here. And then he probably got offended and went to cry in the corner. Boo-hoo, Josh Whedon told me to fuck off. I'm cute a bug. I think it's probably that light. You know, because you know how people take a little situation and make it a big thing. I think Ray's doing that. Because look, let's be real. This is the reason he's mad. All of his best scenes in the movie was cut out. And Zack Snyder stated, this movie is Cyborg's film. It's supposed to be more about Cyborg than it is everybody else. And Ray Fisher's mad because he didn't get to debut like he wanted to in his official big budget film. So
No. The real reason that he's mad is because he got overshadowed by Cyborg and Doom Patrol because he's better in every single way.
Facts.
Hey, at least I don't know about Doom Patrol, but at least that Cyborg will say booyah. Booyah.
Bro, he says booyah a lot.
Booyah.
But,
love it.
But like when you watch Cyborg on Doom Patrol, they really dive into his character, and like you see how like tormented he is, like just with everything and shit that's going on. I'm not gonna spoil it, but for the people that haven't seen it, but definitely go check that out. Go watch Doom Patrol if you haven't.
ASAP. Like the way they tell those stories with those characters and we follow them past, present, and future all at the same time. Love it.
It's dope. Yeah, man. But you know, it's getting kind of quiet for your boy Ray Fisher. So it's just like I said, at this point, I don't really care. Like, Joss Whedon could have punched him in his face, or even Jeff John. They could have fucking jumped his ass. I don't give a fuck. Like, they beat his ass up behind the scenes.
As long
Like,
as they're not wearing red hats when they do it.
he be like, you gonna say booyah? Motherfucker, they just start stomping him out. That should be funny as hell, but it is what it is. We just got to wait and see, I guess. But he's playing the Riddler games, so just gonna have to decipher, all his tweets and whatnot. It is what it is.
What y'all say, Ashley? I just got back. K-Dot's Evans came and I said that in their video. Which comment, Ashley? The one about the booyah thing I brought up? I'm not sure. But I trust Ashley. She probably said something tight.
Oh, PB. I don't know if you was here earlier, but I finished Stargirl.
Ooh, what? Stargirl.
He's muted. You watch that, Leo?
Nah, man. I was just about to ask you, is it good? Like,
I kind of like it. It's interesting.
I mean,
it's definitely like
it's very CW. It's typical CW, but
it's got that CW formula. But like before it gets to the CW, like so it's pretty violent. I was like, damn, I was expecting this shit to be this violent. Like the villains are pretty cool. They're all trying to like they don't hesitate. They try to go for the kill every time and stuff. So they're very wacky too. Like they literally have. Like it was so interesting. They literally have like reptilians in this show. It's like, because the one dude, what's his name? Dragon King or King Dragon or something like that. He had a dope ass design. That was really cool because he's literally like he kind of looks like what's his face? I can't put a picture on it, but like he had a really cool design. I'm just liking the overall story. It's interesting, but like it being moved to CW kind of worries me a little bit. But
is it gonna come to HBO Max?
I hope so. Because I know Titans is supposed to be coming to HBO Max soon.
Yeah, I was
Ashley,
like behind
I know
on all
everything
those
you
DCU.
think.
That girl looked
I'm
tiny.
in your head right now, Ashley. That's how I know.
Hey, Rock. What up, bro?
What's up, A-Rod? Team No Sus leader. Well, Code is your lead. What's up, A-Rod, fellow Team No Sus person? But I'm Team Sus. It's all good. Team No Sus is whack.
No, it's no sus. No sus. Absolutely no sus.
Yeah.
Let me see you got here. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. I don't know if anybody else got anything.
One last question. What do you guys think about the Nirvana song in the Batman trailer? Do you guys think that's going to be a bigger theme in the movie? Like a score?
That's who does that song?
Not the Hallelujah.
Yeah,
that was the Snyder cut.
Oh.
No, for the Batman trailer.
That was blasphemy. I don't like that song.
Yeah, that was whack. I did like the Nirvana song in it. I like the Nirvana in the trailer.
Yeah, I did. I dug.
Snyder or the Nirvana song in the Batman trailer?
I'm talking. I liked Nirvana in the Batman trailer. Didn't like the Hallelujah in the Snyder cut.
Oh yeah. I think he did that specifically just to throw shots at the people that was saying the cut wasn't coming. And
yeah.
Or he looks at himself. He looks at himself as a savior.
Yeah, it's a little cultish.
Yes.
I mean, that's how all of his movies are. Like the main characters.
Only a little.
Yeah, I mean, look, I try to be excited about the movies, but I'm like, dang, when you get into it that much where you're almost just like worshiping this dude, keep that over there.
Yeah, they're worshiping. But look, hey, at this point, with all this hype, Jody and them said it, and we got to say it too. With all this hype for these past 4 years, people hyping up this movie. This movie gets no mercy for me the day the film comes out. I'm gonna do a watch party. It's no mercy. This movie has to be like, I expect top tier quality shit. I expect it to be.
It's got to be an
better rated
11
than
out of
BVS
10.
It got to be a 20 out of 10.
If it impresses
fuck.
LB, if it impresses LB, that says a lot. That says a lot. I'm like, damn, Zack Snyder was onto something.
He's not gonna impress me.
Hey, you know what? Since LB is a huge Marvel fan, I think LB and Code need to meet. LB and Code need to finally meet because Code is a Marvel fan.
I man, look, man. He's made 2 bad movies, and he had a part in Justice League. I don't know why they keep acting like he had no part in it. You could tell what stuff he shot in the movie. This stuff he shot wasn't good either.
Hey, Rod.
Let me see. Vision. I'm about to wrap this up soon. I would let you join, but I'm about to wrap this up soon. But continue.
A-Rog Spidey brought something to my attention earlier. So he sent me a scene of and I'm gonna get to a next point here. He showed me a scene of Ben Affleck and BVS in the warehouse sequence when he was when he slammed a person to the ground and was like pummeling his face in multiple times. And you remember the scene in the trailer where Robert like literally was bashing that grown ass dude's face in, which was cool. It was cool to see.
Yep.
And he sent me a side by side, and I was like, "Dang, these fighting styles are very similar. Like the brutality is very similar." And I was like, DC can easily say this is just a young Ben Affleck Batman. They can easily say that.
Yeah, because then that makes sense.
This could just be
connected to.
Yeah, like no, they can look. This it doesn't have to be elsewhere. They can just say this is a young Ben Affleck Batman.
I think that'll get too messy though. I
Like,
think we should just kind of let Zack Snyder get his last hurrah and just kind of move away and just let like these new faces and
You
new
think
talents.
it's gonna be a hurrah?
I guess for some people.
I mean, it's gonna be a hurrah for his bank account.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, imagine getting paid millions of dollars to edit something.
That was crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, it must be nice. But I saw Leo. I saw on Amanda's Twitter that she retweeted something that they have a possible release date for the Snyder Cut to come out on HBO Max. They said like September 5th, which that's a long ass wait.
September 5th?
Yeah. I mean, when I seen that, I was like, there goes the hype. Like, by the time it gets close to the release date, we'll have forgotten. I mean, at least us. I don't know how you guys feel, but I was so underwhelmed with that trailer. Like, next couple months, it'll probably drop out of my mind.
See, all this is too calculated. Like, freaking Zach these past years should. So he makes us wait another year to see his movie. And he says he need to finish up all the visual effects. How long does it take to finish up visual effects? I mean, it shouldn't take him that long to finish up the visual effects. I mean, he has the majority of the movie filmed. He's just touching up CGI.
Bro, that's what I said. Like, yo, Matt Reeves brought in a trailer that's like he's 25%.
Yeah.
And he showed more in that trailer than Zack Snyder did with his 4-hour movie.
Shoot, it's like that Batman trailer felt like it was damn near half of the film. You know, it's at 30 to 20%. It felt like you can kind of make up what half of the film is going to look like from that trailer.
That's what I'm saying. I hope it blows my mind, and it's just like, you know, it's one of those cases where, you know, you look at the trailers and you look at it doesn't impress you, but when you actually watch it in full, it's just like, okay, I see where he was going to try to go with all this.
Yeah,
you know, it might be one of those situations.
Oh, did you notice how they said it was Zach's trailer was a official teaser? I was like, get that shit out of here.
They try to pass a lot of this shit for like
it's like teaser,
like with the Black Adam shit. Like, that's not a trailer. They just showed a bunch of like concept art.
Yeah, that definitely was a trailer, but it was a tight. the way they did that panel for Black Adam, the way they built up showed the concept art and stuff. The Rock was narrating. That was tight, and it wasn't even a trailer. It was just concepts and art and
Yeah,
stuff. And
when he said the hierarchy is going to change, like I felt that.
That was some old school WWE. You know when people in the one of the wrestlers call out a bunch of wrestlers. The Rock he know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. And hey, this is all fun. He doesn't. It's not no ill will. This is all for fun, and he's having fun with it. I like it.
Right. I think definitely out of everything that they showed to just kind of wrap things up. I think the Suicide Squad. I think the Suicide Squad is definitely going to be that sleeper. I think the Suicide Squad is going to be a sleeper. That cast is deep. There's like 30 motherfuckers on that shit.
First, like
it's gonna be better than Knives Out.
Yeah, everybody. There's gonna be a lot of bodies. I feel like there's probably. I wanted to.
They said don't get
I wanted to kind of throw this. I kind of want to throw this out there too, that this could be a possibility. I don't think they'll do this, but this would be pretty epic. Is if they killed everybody, even Harley Quinn. Like kill everybody, kind of just start fresh or so. Like I don't know, just in some way that they all end up.
I think they're gonna kill Idris. He's a big star. Kill Idris.
Big star.
Yeah. Idris is a big name star in the film.
Yeah.
Well, you got actors like Pete Davidson.
Would you say
Margot Robbie? Well, he's not really big name, but he's known for SNL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget who's playing Polka Dot Man.
Oh, Margot Robbie's in Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad, yeah.
Yep.
And this movie is supposed to be based in the 70s.
I don't know if it takes place in the 70s. I think they're just gonna use the same like the costumes from like that time period and shit, and I don't know, because it looks like it takes place in just modern day. I don't know.
I'd have to rewatch it and look at the vehicles.
This is in the 2000s because this is
I'm curious to see what
of the team, because Viola Davis is still here. Rick Flag from the last movie is coming back. It's just a new team.
Oh, a huge team. That's what I said. There's like 30 motherfuckers on that team. Like, it's crazy. Everybody, there's gonna be a lot of bodies.
They're dead.
when they were talking about behind the scenes, they said like, yeah, there's like limbs flying everywhere, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. This is gonna be a fun movie. It's gonna be a fun rated R movie. I want to see John Cena though. I think John Cena is gonna definitely die. You know, no doubt. Because like how he described his character, the Peacemaker, he's pretty much a douchey Captain America. I think it just using that like 70s aesthetic.
They killed John Cena off quick.
A lot of them are gonna die off quick. I think the only two, like probably the only people that are gonna survive is probably like Captain Boomerang, Rick Flag, the typical squad, whatnot, and probably Idris and whatnot to set something up. Because I don't know who Bloodsport is in the comics.
I like the costume. I like Idris' costume.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Harley Quinn's red and black suit? You think that looks better?
I mean, I'm fine with it. I really don't care what she wears. I kind of want her to wear her 2016 clothes. You know, them booty shorts. But,
why you want her to wear that? She ain't got no booty, bro.
Are people fed up?
I want to see legs, LB. I'm a leg man too.
Would y'all say y'all are fed up with like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn? Would you rather see somebody else play her, or just the Harley Quinn character just go completely?
No, she does a good job.
I like her. I do like that Harley Quinn show too. I'm liking that on HBO Max. That was dope.
Hilarious.
I mean, I want her to go completely, but people can have her. She's not for me, so I don't watch her stuff. I just stay
True,
with
true.
her.
Yes,
How about
Isn't
you, LB?
Harley Quinn on the animated show voiced by Kaylee Cuoco?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wouldn't mind seeing her in the costume.
Oh, so perp, some news came out. So basically, Bloodsport is possibly being jailed for shooting Superman.
Because he is, I think he is a Superman villain or like a mercenary. They say like he's a mercenary. Interesting.
Yeah,
So we got like kryptonite bullets. That'd be fucking. Yeah, you got to be real
he
bold.
probably did try to sack him.
You got to be real bold to try to take a shot at Superman. You got to be real bold.
That's deep.
I think he's a original black character too. Yeah, I think he's an OG black character. Bloodsport.
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess the
Yeah,
casting isn't inaccurate. The casting is accurate to an extent. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So I
down
saw
for it.
King Sharks in here. I think I think Polka Dot Man is still gonna be the first one to probably die. One of the
But
first
when you
few.
say that, you mean like not Nick Fury?
Nah.
Hey, I think they should have put a Killer Croc on the team too. I think we need another big
The
goofy guy.
BT Killer
No,
Killer Croc
no,
or
no,
like
no, no. A rebooted Killer Croc that looks like the Arkham games Killer Croc, but not the BET Croc. BET.
that was so,
What you mean?
that was
There's
so
a
terrible.
BET Killer Croc? What are you talking about here?
And Suicide
Remember,
Squad. BET.
remember he
Oh,
was watching BET when he was locked up. He's like, I like BET.
That's just terrible. Oh man.
It was so derpy. I mean, Croc was Croc was whack, but they modeled him after Batman the Animated Series Killer Croc, and that Killer Croc isn't even intimidating.
I agree.
He's just a man with scales. That's ugly.
Speaking of like DC villains, fucking I know it's gonna go off the topic, but not really, because like this is a Batman villain. It's interesting that he popped up in here. Solomon Grundy is in Stargirl. I He actually kind of looks just like
Oh,
like
he showed up.
the Batman. You said what?
Solomon Grundy's in the Stargirl show.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, he
he's
is. He fucks
yeah,
some
but
shit up and then he gets punched in the face.
yeah,
Does he look like Solomon Grundy? Like a guy,
yeah,
a small guy.
yeah.
Let me see. I want to know what he looks like. I'm gonna look.
He's like has that like that hunchback.
Solomon
He kind of
Grundy.
looks like the Batman animated series Solomon Grundy.
He looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame on steroids, brought back from the dead.
That's a good way to put it. The CG wasn't that bad neither. For what they were working for.
CGI is kind of mad, but he looks big as hell. Yeah. Shoot, I thought for a second I thought it was about to be a dude in a suit, like Hulk from the.
That'd be goofy as hell.
I thought it was about to be that. I was like, oh, please don't tell me it's some dude in a suit. Nah, he's actually like a giant CGI Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, for those weird kind of obscure like Batman villains, like how would a Clayface work? Like, would y'all like want him just to be like a shapeshifter, or but like when he's like in his real form, would you want to see him in a big ass like clay clay form and shit, or just him just always swapping in and out like swapping characters? So,
I mean, and like I want to see him in a big form, but say for like the final, like say if Clayface was a villain in a Batman movie, at the early parts of the film, you'll have him swapping and being other people. Like maybe he's faking being Batman, and you got Batman versus Batman, and then near the end of the film, you get giant Clayface, and Batman has to use some freeze grenades to actually defeat Clayface, freeze his body and defeat him.
Yeah. hmm Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see like
Wait.
them kind of tackle.
You can't defeat Clayface with like a Hoover or something like that, or like a Dyson.
You would think so, but it's gonna be interesting because I still want to see some of these other like Batman villains on like either on television or on the big screen. Like I want to see Mister Freeze in this new Batman movie or something like that, or give him his own movie like a Joker. That'd be really cool to see how they would kind of make that work.
Yeah, I'll say Mr. Freeze is very much deserving of a film. I mean, Arnold did a whack job with him, but it was the time, making all the ice puns. Ice to see you.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Have
Oh
a
my
very
God,
ice day.
that movie is a guilty pleasure though.
Yeah,
Like that shit is
I
definitely a
like
guilty pleasure.
watching that shit, even though it's derpy. Them ice jokes,
Yeah.
have a very ice day. That's just derpy, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. We pretty much covered everything. You know what I mean? I don't think there's much else to talk about. Definitely going to have another random stream next week. Then the week after that, the Perp show's coming back. You know what I'm saying? But for now, next week another random stream. Then we got like I'm gonna bring some people on. Like this. I just wanted to have like kind of just a small discussion and just kind of talk things over. So like we're not talking over each other and whatnot. I think everybody kind of got their points out and whatnot. And you know, yeah, I thought this was a cool discussion. I'm looking forward to the future of DC. I think they're going in a better path than where they started. But anybody got any final words? You know what I'm saying? Before I wrap this up.
K-Dot said everything K-Dot got to say. I'm good. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know where to find my channel. The subs know.
Word. All right. Say no more. PB. Okay, I'll come back to you, PB. LB.
Appreciate you having me on. Good discussion. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You can catch me on the Lonely Banter. Being lonely.
Gonna be 11.
Go ahead, LB.
Oh, you want me to do it again since I got
Yeah.
interrupted? Yeah, I was just saying, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank Perp for having me on. Shout out to everybody here on the panel. Good times. Advice to everybody is wash your hands. Don't be stupid. Don't believe the DC hype. Catch me on the Lonely Banter.
Oh wow.
Fanboy
PB.
typical.
Hey. Oh yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, everybody knows where to find me. At least I think they probably all know where to find me. Thanks to everybody who watched. Thanks to everybody on the panel for chatting. Thanks to Perp for having me on. And, go DC. I'm hyped for the future. Don't let my cousin here spoil the fun.
Leo.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Perp. Guys, it was a good discussion. Very excited for what's coming up for DC. I'm actually excited for the next fandom coming up in September to see a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff. But guys, come find me over on youtube.com/geeklygoods. And yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Word, yeah. You'll definitely see Leo more on the channel as well. We just gotta work some things out and set things up. I definitely want to get him on the Perp show and stuff and kind of get some backstory on him and whatnot. But I appreciate everybody that pulled up, everybody on the panel, everybody that's watching. Salute to y'all. Y'all always show love and whatnot. Like I said, I'll be back at it again, same time next week. 11 p.m. Eastern. You're saying another random stream. Got some more things coming. I will have a new intro very soon. it's already done. I'm just waiting to like kind of put it out. I just want to kind of tease it as whatever. It'll be out in like probably 2 weeks from now. Yeah, somewhere like 2 weeks from
Oh
now.
my
But
gosh.
I'm excited. I'm excited to put that out. Got other things down the pipeline. As far as other content goes, I got this one video I'm working on. Probably gonna drop it tonight or tomorrow. My regular reviews is the same. I'm gonna be reviewing Lovecraft Country. Nosferatu just ended, so if you're into vampires and shit like that, you should definitely check that out on AMC. It's a goofy show. There's some goofy shit in it, but it's entertaining. Uh, Wentworth, I just did a whole review on episode 5, season 8. Definitely go check that series out. That's a dope show. Um, but that's pretty much it. Until next week, I will see everybody later. Make sure y'all have a safe weekend. Don't do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Go DC. You know what I'm saying? Freak the haters.